Okay, guys, I want to talk to you about not just the leaky gut, but also about how the gut is connected to your thyroid. So the thyroid is this gland. It's like butterfly shaped here in the neck. And it regulates your metabolism, things that grow, things that do things and move around, including temperature, hair growth, pooping or not. It really is going to kind of get wonky if the body becomes too stressed. And that's the body trying to protect itself. See, getting fat is a protection mode because your body doesn't know it's living in the modern time. It thinks that we're outside trying to survive. So if you're constantly overlit with caffeine, even 1 cup in the morning, or a stressful job, or driving for hours to your job, or kids, or you're having your kids doing like sports at night, or you're working out at night, or you're watching TV too late, or you're working too late, you are turning that on button and there's no off. Like, turn it off. If there's no off button, then a lot of you guys develop adrenal insufficiency. As soon as your adrenals are overworked, like they're cranking out adrenaline, right? People are like, oh my God, it's my second wind. Well, that's not good, because your second wind is cortisol spiking to break down tissue to give your brain some energy. And you never want a second wind. You always want first wind, steady. First wind. So what happens with thyroid sufferers is that because they never find a time to turn off, then the thyroid's like, oh, you're not going to turn off? I'm going to turn you off for you. And when your body decides to go and try to turn you off, and it'll be like, go take a nap. Well, I can't, because I gotta work. So I'll drink that second cup of coffee, or I'll just go through that second wind, or I'll eat some sugar to spike my blood sugar because I'm so exhausted. So the thyroid's like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to make it so you can't poop. I'm going to make it so your eyebrows start to thin. I'm going to make it so your hair starts shedding. I'm going to make it so you're infertile. I'm going to make it so you feel bloated and feel awful and tired beyond measure. And that still doesn't stop people. People will live like that on stimulants and caffeine and energy drinks and coffee and soda and juice and candy at night and candy in the day, because their thyroid's saying stop, and their adrenals are going, please stop and slow down and rest. And you don't. So they try to turn you off for you. And then you don't turn off, you start to develop low T3. These are thyroid stimulating hormone, right? That's the TSH, but these are hormones, sorry. The T3 is a hormone that's going to regulate your metabolism, and that starts to go down. And you start having issues with reverse T3. And then you've got to go and check for your TPO antibodies. People commonly go and do a standard TSH, standard thyroid stimulating hormone test, and it'll be too high. It's actually an indication that there's something wrong with the thyroid if it's too high. Yes. So, when you do have a diagnosed thyroid problem, people ask me a lot if they should go off their medication. Well, I can't tell you to do that. But I can say go down that rabbit hole and find out if you weren't sleeping enough, if you were eating wheat, do you have a gut infection, because that'll mess your thyroid up. So often, instead of like running towards the pills, fix your gut. Get the bacteria, get that microbiome forest back to normal. Sleep. And often the thyroid will start to balance, and the hair will stop shedding, and you won't feel cold all the time, and gaining a ton of weight with a thyroid issue. So if you have a thyroid issue, you have to be careful for cruciferous vegetables. They theorize it could be blocking the molecules of iodine getting into the thyroid that the thyroid needs. So you wouldn't want to eat a lot of raw vegetables like kale, and you want to lightly saute those vegetables. Yes. So there's typically a thyroid, blood sugar, gut, and for women, polycystic ovarian syndrome connection. Often women who have PCOS have thyroid. The cheese, I'm telling you, the cheese, the nuts, the stress, the poor sleep, the poor detoxification pathways, you can't methylate. Check yourself.